When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the 49ers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Sooners. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Fisher. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air, it's Flood. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Off play action. Buys a little extra time. Running to Green. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Bringing the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Coming out with it, it's Fisher. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Fisher. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Flood. Fires left. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
It's complete to the left. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fisher. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Demania. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch, first down.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Perez wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Demania. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch, and then it
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
That's caught. It's Rice. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's a fumble on the play. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football, a turnover on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. At the 20, he's got space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations.
Turning on the Jets. At the 30. He's at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, 49ers.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Perez to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Calls his own number. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Perez wants to throw. He's got him. Makes his man miss. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Demania. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Still looking. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 21 to Memphis.
He'll start this drive firing.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 35. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. This time he's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Perez to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kicked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Perez wants to throw. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Demania. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Buck. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Rushes on him. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now on the option. Now the toss. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Charlotte.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Perez to throw. He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Turning it on. Only in the hops. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Caught over the middle. It's Demania. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long. And this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to the quarterback. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Sooners. The defense putting points on the board. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Perez wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finds a little space. There he goes! And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offense.